is War of the Worlds. This is one of our brand new games coming up. It's in partnership with Jet Games, based out of Russia. So this has actually been released in Russia, and we brought it over to the United States, so we liked everything that we saw. So give you a little bit of an idea what this is. Just like the book in War of the Worlds, this is what happens afterwards, right? So after they invade first, we've survived. So after we've survived, right, everything comes back. So now they're coming back to take care of everything that they did before, right? So what we've got here is it's 2 players only. You have the humans, you're the humans, and the aliens, that's me, I've come to invade. So everybody gets to build their own deck, right?
Yeah.
So you have a starter deck. Everything you have here, they're all marked in the corner with what they have, right?
Yeah.
So you'll have yours and I'll have mine. And they all do different things, right? So what we have is, just like any other deck builder, we're going to have our resources that they generate.
Okay.
Those are going to be available by the symbols that you see here on these cards, right? So basically, this gives me power. I spend that power to buy cards, right? For you, it's a little bit different because you make money, coins, just like in real life, right?
Of course.
You make money and you spend that money to buy more cards. The only difference is I'm bringing in ships, I'm bringing in special aliens, and you're bringing in boats, and you're bringing in tanks, and those kind of things. So the other cool thing is we also get to build buildings, right? What you're looking at here is the Kickstarter Collector's Edition of the game. These are cardboard components, so these will be cardboard standees, but you also have buildings that you can build buildings, right? So once you play those cards, you'll be able to build buildings, and they'll tell you what they do. So you have a building in a space. That means you're going to make $1 extra per turn.
I like the money.
That's right.
Money's
that is
awesome.
the bank, right? Here's another supply depot. That would mean you make $2 per turn automatically.
Woo!
Now, of course, I can always come in with my ships, destroy your buildings if I want to. And that's how this whole thing works. The whole thing is I'm trying to kill everybody. I'm the aliens. I want to wipe out the world. This is all set on the island of Britain. And what you're trying to do is just hold me off. Okay? So there are 30 points of damage on the board here. So what's going to happen is you're just trying to do as much damage to me as possible. Okay? You can't damage my UFOs because they're flying through the air, but you can damage my buildings and you can damage my striders, right? They've got all the nasty legs and everything, right? So all you have to do to win is do 30 points of damage to me.
That sounds easier than it probably is.
It is. Yeah, it sounds a lot easier than it does. Because what it actually is I can't actually destroy any of your units, right? I can't, if I put a UFO on the board, it's always going to be on the board, right? But here's the difference, is I can destroy your buildings and I can destroy your people. And that's how I win. I win by taking your 30 people off the board. Right? So, I'm the invading force, so that's what I'm trying to do.
Wipe out the humans.
Wipe out the humans, right? Trying to wipe out the humans. And basically, as we go, we have different kinds of things that we do to do that. I have things like a frightening sound and a poisonous fog that I'll put on the board to indicate that things are happening in those spaces. Right? And you have things like landmines. If you put a landmine in a space and I move my strider into that space, I'm automatically going to take 2 damage. Exactly, right? So yeah, we're trying to do different things. It's a very tactical play. It plays really quickly. You have a lot of the same mechanics that you have in a standard deck builder, but with different options, right? The whole, just like any other deck builder, you're playing cards to get points, to buy other things, and then you're playing those same cards that you just bought to do damage to me, and I'm doing the same kind of things. But one of the things that I like is how much you're able to move through your deck as quickly as you like. So for instance, the power supply card, which is one of your starting cards, when you play this card, you get 1 point, right? You can use that power point to buy another card. Well, this card costs 4. So I'm going to have to play at least 1 more, or 2 more, 3 more, or 4 more. Well, that seems like a waste of a turn because I just spent all 4 cards to buy 1. Well, what I can do instead is I can play 2, and each one of these cards, when I get rid of it, it gives me 2, right? So I can play it for 1, and it'll get shuffled back in, or I can play it, get 2 out of each one, and then get rid of them out of the game. Which is actually a good thing. Not everybody gets it, but it's a good thing because now you can cycle through your hand faster.
Yes,
so now your hand is much smaller, your deck is much smaller, so you're going to be able to cycle, right? So you actually want to do that. So now I can buy that. It's going to go into my discard pile, just like in a deck builder, and then I'll be able to go from there.
I like that because I think one of the largest complaints people have about deck builders is that you can't call through your deck. A lot of them don't have that mechanism.
Or you have limited options to do that.
Yeah.
There's one space on the board that lets you do it, or there's one card that lets you do it. So you end up with buying all the, there's a lot of cards available in your deck to buy.
Yeah.
So you end up with all these cool cards that you never get to see because you never get to go through. But here, it's designed to move through it for you, so that way you can get to all the cool cards because you have the same standard set.
Yeah.
Right? You have your basic cards to start off with. Well, I want to get to the cool cards, right? I want to see Poisonous Fog. I want to see Alien Abduction. I want to see, let's see, where to go? Plasma synthesis. I want to see regenerators. I want to see all this cool stuff. And what's the point of being able to buy cool stuff if you can't see it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you have these ships. The cool thing about ships for you is ships get to move around the board. So if a ship wanted to move up here, it comes from port. It's only 1-2 spaces away. Right? So that's a nice long way to go. If you want to move on land, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces.
Yeah.
So yeah, ships are a lot faster, and they're able to bombard the land. Tanks are able to provide defense for units. They're able to do damage to the UFOs. The civilians can do damage to the UFOs as well. So you have lots of different options on how you can do that. And humans have the same abilities. They can discard their cards to do it. So it's different sides of the same coin. It's a nice tug of war.
Yeah.
And it's all about who's able to get the right card and play the right thing at the right moment to either save the world, or if you're the aliens, destroy the world.
That's cool. I'm excited about this. Just having read the book too, and having a vision in your head. I mean, that right there was
pretty accurate.
The vision that I had of it.
Exactly, and it's after the book, right? Yeah. So what happens in the book is, when the aliens invade, we're able to hold them off. They get sick, they go back. We're surviving, right?
They get sick. That's right. It was like the common cold. Wasn't
right.
It?
They caught the common cold. Well, now that they've come back, we've actually taken some of the things they've left behind as a human being to make us stronger, right? So we have some extra cards in here that are kind of pumped up from the alien technology that's left.
Yeah.
So the tanks are different, the armies are different. And we've got some special Kickstarter cards that give you some of those bonuses in there as well. But now they're back because now they're all set up. So they want to take care of the people that they couldn't survive before. And just like then, the humans need to hold off the aliens to survive. Maybe until they catch the cold again.
They'll catch the flu.
The flu, right? Yeah, it's time to get a flu shot.
Stomach bug.
That's right.
Oh no.
They need a flu shot. So one of the other things we did, which I like here, is we've added these special building holders for the upgrades, which they get the upgrades from us if they didn't back the Kickstarter, but they're able to put their buildings out, and it just gives you a nice presence to the board.
It does. So, yeah, it's really the artwork choice on the board I really like because it's dingy and it's 1890s England.
Yeah, it fits the time frame.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
One of the other things, this is our first production copy of this, so it's on its way over here. We also have, let me reach down here and grab it. We also have our Irish Seas expansion. So this is the UK, and this is Ireland. So Ireland fits in right here.
Cool.
So, and what's cool about Ireland is these spaces on their own generate coins and victory and damage.
Yeah.
So, for instance, this region down here does damage to aliens and provides defense for humans automatically. Right?
That's a good thing to have.
It gives lots of options, right? So not only do you have things that you can put on the board, but this adds options of a new board to work with and have options for that as well. Because for the humans, it's just as much about running away and playing guerrilla tactics as it is anything else.
Oh, I can see my husband really getting down with the guerrilla tactics.
It covers a lot of bases. It's a great deck builder, but it's also, there's a lot of tactics and tactical strategy built into this.
Yeah.
So every game I've ever played of this, and I've played with quite a few people, it always comes down to I have 3 health and you have 2 people left. It's never a big sweep, right? It's a nice battle back and forth. It's constantly, you might move in and take out all my people, and I might bring in with the Guerrillas card. I might bring in a tank and bring 3 people in and do a bunch of damage to you that way too. You never know. It's always a nice move back and forth. It's one of those things, you move in the space to do damage, so then you make yourself vulnerable to me doing damage back. Because remember, I don't have to destroy your units, I just have to do damage. So if I can do 4 points of damage in a turn, it's a nice big move. Because you could be down here, and if I draw the right hand of cards as a human, win the game in one hand.
Yeah.
Right? And it's a nice push and pull. And the game plays in about 30 minutes, maybe less, depending on how quickly you move through things. It's a great game.
I think we're finding more and more that we're trying to move away from some of the longer, more and 2-player games too, especially in our household, are wonderful.
Absolutely.
And the theme too is super unique.
Sure.
And it seems like it's very thematic as well too.
Absolutely. Yeah, it plays to the theme very well. There's lots of deck builders out there, and you can have a deck builder that just does basic things.
Yeah.
But this isn't just a deck builder. Your deck builder puts ships on the board, it puts UFOs on the board, buildings, and it generates everything. So all your cards are multi-purpose. The same card that generates coins for you to buy cards with also does damage with your units. So they're multi-use deck builder, right? It does a little bit of everything, and it's cool. 2-player games. A lot of people say they can't play a 2-player game because they have more than that who wants to play. Well, as long as it's a short experience, there's no reason why multiple people can't be playing multiple games, 2-player games, and move things through. Yeah. It's not just about big 4-player games or big party games or anything like that, because you can sit down and play this game whether it's with a significant other or with friends and move through it quickly.
Yeah.
The retail version, the Kickstarter version, is going to be delivered to backers very soon. And then as soon as it lands, of course, as soon as it gets over here, it'll be delivering to Kickstarter backers, and the retail version will be available. We will have upgraded bits available. You'll be able to get the upgraded pack from us on GrayFoxGames.com. And you'll be able to get it from us at conventions. Okay. That'll be the only place that it's available. The retail version will be in stores, will be on Miniature Market, and those kind of sites as well. So.
Matt from Gray Fox Games, thanks for joining me. And you're thinking maybe September, October?
That's a good time frame to say. We'll say September for sure. Yeah. It's on its way over here. We're going to put it out as soon as we can. Take care of our Kickstarter backers first. I don't have a specific date yet because we this is the very first production copy in existence. So it's coming. So it's on its way, right? We were lucky because we were gonna mess with a demo copy, but this is the full thing. These used to be little cubes. Now they're cool little civilians, and
really cool.
We've got the upgraded thing. So this is the first set. We're going to get everything out here, and as soon as we take care of the backers, it'll be available in retail.
Awesome. Yeah, your stuff is available everywhere. So that's
absolutely.
Awesome. Cool. All right. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks a lot.